Hi everyone, welcome in and glad you're here. Hello everyone, and let's see, who do we have? That's weird, why is that coming up? Okay, there it is. I was like, oh wait a minute. Sorry. Hello Lona, welcome in, and Ebony and Van and Nikki, Lizzie, Suki, and Melon, and Christina, just for a few, and Michelle, welcome in. And Lona has been busy. Let's see, what are you working on today? I'm rotating through whips and getting some stitches done. Finally got all my CXC, DMC master sets done last night. Not going to finish setting up the painting fairy yet. And needleboard. Need to get your needleboard set up. Okay. Well done with your organizing. Okay. Let's see. And a couple people from work and Suki at the doctor's office. And hi, Marcia. Welcome in. I'm glad you're able to be here. Okay. Let me know what you guys are working on. And so today, you know, I got last night that new stand, and I thought it would test out just how it worked with my phone. And I actually think I can get a better angle. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we'll see what happens. And hi, Tiffy. Welcome in. Let me see if I can... Let me see. You're not going to see that there. Okay, so it's a little bit difficult because I am working up on this. So I'm going to do the first part, the first base part on it so that I can get a little bit, get it going kind of thing. And, okay, let's see if I can... It is kind of a weird spot. It's like way over here. But I will move the camera and see if I can move it. Oh yeah, I can move the table. But let's see. I don't want to move it too much, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is, I think you guys... Oh, let me show you what I'm going to work on. So Welcome to the Circus is a SAL from Frosted Pumpkin. And I've already done the lion. Oh, hold on a second. Let's put the back stitch in there so you guys can see the whole thing. Okay, so the back stitch is only showing as black because their PDF didn't work very well in Saga, but I got it in there. So I'll make this bigger. Okay. So this is the lion. I already finished it, but it's in the hoop, so you can't really see it. You can only see the top part of it. I'm waiting for it to come up. It's really slow. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so that's the lion, and I finished. That was the July clue. And I changed the eyes also. Somebody had changed the eyes and it was really cute, so I changed the eyes. And then the next one is the hippo and the little birds. So I'll start working on that probably. And then the last clue is this panda and a pennant and a little banner thing. So yeah. So that's what I'm working on. And I think that I will start with the bottom little tightrope so that I have a place to go off of. So yeah, let me know what you guys are working on. And the first numbers on the other side of the cart. Let's see, 3863. Okay. And yeah, so I I have the camera down kind of low because I'm trying to make it fit in the where I'm working. So it's kind of awkward. So we'll see how it goes. I can count up. I probably will do that, but I figured I'd start with this to give it a good base. Oops, split a thread. Okay. Tiffy says, update on my ISO giant fabric adventure. Ryan from Dream Stitch got back to me and confirmed, yes, they can do continuous cuts of 22 count. So the total size will be 300 by 145. Nice. And Lizzie says, cannot look at hippos and tutus without first thinking of Fantasia. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I love Fantasia. Especially that part of it is just so funny. Hold on. I'm like, oh, I still have the big screen on. Let me remove that. And oops. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this where I want it. Oh, and I put it in the scroll frame to begin with, but I didn't like it. So yeah. I needed, what it was, I needed more time to mess around with it and get it tight, and it wasn't. Nikki's working on Shelf Life, woohoo! And Ebony's working on Enchanted Place while in work, last day, and then I'm off for 3 weeks, woohoo! And which fabric did you choose? Ebony asked, and Lizzie asks if Ebony has any plans. Okay. Oh, and Christina, is your sister visiting? That's fun. I'm glad you get to see your sister. Let's see. So I have been using my what do you call it? My Pony Blacks, but I thought I'd try the gold one. Man, my mouth is not working today. Sorry. So I'm way over here in the corner, but I will work. It's just temporarily while I work on this tight rope. Wow. What is going on? I was super tired, so I actually took a nap this morning. So hopefully I'll stay awake. So I'm kind of glad we chose this because I do find that I don't often stitch a lot outside of the streams because, I do a lot when I'm streaming and then there's other things, sometimes I'll do it in the morning, but I found that I wasn't working on this. So it was good that this got chosen. So, and 3 here. Let's see. I chose the green 25 gridded and DMC. Yay for being off for 3 weeks. And Van stitched on Pokemon, just one Pokemon left in the bottom starter row. Oh, nice. And Ebony says, I need, let's see, wait. Yes, we have a 10-day holiday in Lazarat or whatever. And the rest of the time is stitchy time. Yay. I do need to do some home organizing while I'm off too. Christina's working on Bowser, but need to hop in the shower. Sister's currently in the air, coming the way to visit. Ah, good. And hello, Nettie. And Michelle's working on Ethereal Love. I'm in the E-Crew Confetti in the Heart. Ooh. Nikki, how is that fabric? Soft, scratchy? It's super, super soft and thin. Oh, you like it. Okay, good. And Janine, hello. And Suki, yes, it's from Dream Stitch. It is a painted fairy 32 count. It's white with blue stripes. It is shiny, but it is 100% cotton. I did a burn test on it when I bought mine, and I really did like it, except I couldn't see it. So, Nikki, will you show progress pictures? I'd love to see other people's shelf life to motivate myself. Ah, you got it. You guys got this. It's not for me though. Man, I wish that 25 count worked for me because I have a meter of it. I started traveling library with it and I couldn't see. It sucks. Because I could use I could use starting some more projects. But I did try it a couple times and I just was like, nah, I can't do this. It is really like soft and lightweight, so be careful that you don't pull it too hard. But I liked it. I thought it was really nice to work with. Oops. Low Lump Drunk, welcome in. And Tiffy's working on breakfast. Is that a chart? No, I'm kidding. Okay, so here we're going to go down here. And one more over. And I have gridded this with my Clover pen because it's not full coverage. So, and this is like a light blue fabric, by the way. Shelf life from Gecko Rouge. And hello, the other Christina. Christina with a C. Welcome in. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab the pony needle. I really did like it with the 14 count. It's a little bit thicker, so it kind of works. Let's find the one that's, oh yeah, I forgot. I have one that's bent. I have one that's missing the white and then one that's bent. But the thing I like about the Pony Blacks is that I didn't think I would like that at first, but the first part is that it holds the thread, which means that your thread's not gonna twist up as much. It's easier to make it lay flat. So I like that a lot. This is a little bit low for me, but it's okay. You guys can hardly see it. So the new camera thing is pretty good. I'm using it for my phone, and it seems it's holding it. I was a bit worried. There was a little part at the top that has the screw for the hot foot mount, and it was kind of loose, so I might have to put something in there so it grips it a little bit more. Hopefully it will work with the webcam. I'm kind of concerned that there's not enough angle for the webcam. I might have to get another extender because the extender I have doesn't work. I couldn't figure out how to modify it to make it work. Of course. That's okay. Right. Yeah, okay. I'm just checking the map. Now I want to switch over to shelf life. Oh wait, let me check real quick. I'm gonna turn that off for a second. Let me mark these two, actually. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here is Nikki Shelf Life. Ooh, that does look really good. And that's the thing, is that worked really, really well on the with the spring hoop, I thought. That fabric what was really easy to get in there. So yeah, nice. Anybody? Oh, there's patterns. Um, yeah. Okay. So Natty explains to JJ that she loves that pattern and also love Miss Holly and Miss Butter D. Miss Butter D is one of my favorites as well. And that's just that. So anybody else want to post anything? Let me know, and I can look in a bit when you guys are ready. Lizzie, I really like the mermaid. I think the mermaid would be really good. I think that you would like the mermaid the best. It looks really nice. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think it looks like a good quality too, in my opinion anyway. You could use it for a 2/2. Yeah, I could. You're right. I'll have to think about it because I do like it. Okay, drinking some coffee. Sorry, making mouth noises. Oh, this morning it was 10 degrees outside. Can you absolutely believe that? I was shocked. Okay, so Tennessee sounds lovely. Yeah. Well, I was in my house. My house was already super warm. I think it was like 22, almost 23. The heat, I don't think the heat was on, but man, it felt like it. But I had my window open, so there was a chill coming in for sure. There's 5 of these. I'm going to turn the center line off. It's bugging me. Do those. Oh, my hands are all dry. I was in the kitchen cleaning earlier. And Alex is asleep. Man. Hello, Heather. Welcome in. Lizzie said they had some rain last night, but it's dried this morning. Yeah, you're gonna need a lot for it to you know refresh what you need. Unfortunately, and then if too much comes at once because it's been so dry, it won't be effective. It's really that's what happened here in Sweden a couple years ago. And that's when my garage flooded because it had been really dry all summer, and then got a crap ton of rain, and then the it just didn't absorb it. So my garage flooded with all my weaving stuff. Luckily, wait, that's not right. Oh, there's 3 there. That's why. Luckily, it was fine, but my carpet, I lost my carpet. That was it. But yeah, so that's the other thing you have to worry about when the weather is really really dry, and then if it's really dry, then floods come. It's gonna suck. if you're not prepared for it. I might have to put some hand lotion on. My hands are all. And Van said they finally had some rain, but it's 25. Eek. Well, this one strand of thread went pretty far. Nice. Just making sure I'm doing it right. The thread is a little twisty. Well, the camera holder seems to be pretty good. I feel like I get a really good angle. That's good. It seems it's a little bit angled, but I have that because I needed to reach down here more. But I think that I can make it square, more flat. So that'll be handy. What count is this? This is 14 count. Aida. I believe this one is Zweigart. Yes, it's Zweigart. I think it's called Ice Blue. This is the one that I bought a meter of, and I have, oh yeah, I still have a bunch of that. I bought a meter of it, and I have Ponyo on this, and let's see, what else did I start with that? Oh shoot. I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, at least I didn't. I always forget. I had it unplugged. This tablet, if you leave it plugged in too long, like if you're not using it, it will it'll like freeze up for some reason, and it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, right. The X-Stitch tracker is available now. Ooh, I'll have to check that out later. Okay, I'll stitch a little bit more and then we can check it out. Have you guys heard about that one? The X-Stitch tracker? Yeah, that's cool. Let's see, let me mark some of these. I forgot about that was today. I signed up to, for it, to be notified when it came out. This, I think I need to end this thread. I'm going to end it. Let's see. Have you guys heard of that one? The new X-Stitch tracker. It's supposed to be better than Notions, which I don't know if that's going to be possible. I was when I heard about it, I did look it up, and I'm kind of curious. Okay, well, there's that. Nope. Hi, Ruth. Welcome in. I'm probably going to have to turn my fan on for the phone. So I won't get my new camera until tomorrow night. So I'll try to mess around with it and have it ready for Thursday, but I'm not guaranteeing anything because I have to mess with OBS and stuff. And hopefully the mount that I have works. That's the other thing. So yeah. It is an Android and iOS cross-stitch planner or something. Where did I see that? I saw it on something and I was like, oh, that's really interesting, and I downloaded it, or I signed up for it. I don't remember where I saw it. Somewhere. Maybe somebody mentioned it on our Discord. Maybe I don't remember, but I did look it up and I did sign up for the email. So I just got an email about it. Um, and you know what we'll do is I'll go and look at it on the Play Store and download it on the tablet, and we can take a looky-loo if you guys are interested. Um, I have I have Stitch Pal, which I used pretty much last year, but I got out of habit of it when I got out of habit of doing it for Notions as well, and I just stopped doing. Seriously. And I have another one that actually that was the first app I got, and it was for tracking your floss and everything. But the calculators were so good that I don't use anything else but the calculators. I use calculators almost every day. So yeah, um, it's just handy. Oh shoot, I messed that up. I didn't mean to do it that way. That's okay. So yeah, let me do these stitches and then we'll go look. Is that right? One, two, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is 5. And it says it's available for both Android and iOS, so that's good. Because usually it's one or the other, annoyingly. Hopefully they're both similarly good, because that happens a lot too, that one gets more developed than the other, and then you've got something that doesn't work very well. That happened with, there was a knitting app that was super good for iOS, made me want to get an iPad for a long time. That was before Alex got his iPad, and we decided that it was just, iPads were stupid. I wanted an iPad so bad because of that app. And then they came out with an app for it for Android, and it was just lame. I paid for it for like a year, and I was like, I'm not paying for this anymore. It's crap. Oh, and I messed up. I cannot count. Now I can count. I just can't place things where they need to be. Let me know if you can hear the fan, as in wind, and I'll move it. But it seems like it's not really bugging it. So, yeah. While we look at that, I'll put some hand cream on too. My hands are freaking dry. Okay, let's try this again. I will say full coverage is easier in the way that you often don't have to count off nothing. You're just wandering around all out in the open. Okay. When I worked on the lion, I did Mindimax on the lion. I'm trying to decide if I should do that with these now as well. What pen do you all recommend for gridding? It really depends. So my favorite is their AliExpress friction pens. They're my favorite. But there is, the possibility of the lines coming back, so you have to be aware of that. The one I used for this was a Clover pen, and I have that, and I have a fine tip. This is a Prim. Fine, you can't. The label came off, but it's really nice. But it's very faint. It's not, it's not really dark. And then the clover pen I have is, where is it? It's shorter in my pen cup and I never can find it. Oh, there it is this one. It's a clover. This one's really nice. It's got a really nice tip too, I think. And it draws really smooth, you know. And then I bought some water soluble pens from AliExpress, which were really great, but too dark. And so I found that I didn't really like them because they were too dark. But they washed out just so easy. So I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because it would have been so good. Yeah, so those are the ones I use. I think my favorite, though, are the AliExpress friction pens. Just don't put your work in a freezer. I've washed stuff. I've put boiling water on it. Yeah, it works pretty good, I think. Okay, so let me see how many stitches of this do I need left. It says 72. Let me mark these, that. Oops, caught in the. Just don't use a pencil. Graphite does not come out. Okay. Let's see where the rest of the brown. Oh, the pretzel. Nah, I think I'll not do the pretzel. Okay, I can put this over here. I was just looking to see if I could pin stitch without it showing. I like clover stuff. Clover it is. Yeah, I would go with that. Honestly, you can't go wrong with clover. I think it takes a little bit more to get it out, but you know, it's still going to be safe. So, okay. Okay, so I'm like curious about this app, so I'm going to cut that off. And I didn't get my needle board out, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to put it back on my floss strap. I'm kind of husky voice right now. Sorry, I need a good cough. And it's not coming up. Okay. And I wanted to turn the back stitch off. Okay. So let me fix this really quick. Okay. No, but I'm pretty sure that you would be okay with that. Too bad I don't have $35 worth of stuff from Wawak. What's that? To get from. Oh, okay. I've seen those on Amazon, Lizzie. The ones that I think they're water soluble in different colors. Okay, so let me check my email here. Okay, here we go. Trying to. Oh, my tablet sucks sometimes. Okay, so let's look at this. We'll look at the pictures. Fabric math done for you. Oh, that's handy. Ooh. So you can put the layout you want for a piece of fabric. I was looking for something like that, actually. I think that this is where that's why I found that. Right. Compares your stash, builds a list. Oh, that's handy. Turns your whip into a game. Oh, it must be Whip Go. Your whip's tracked, not just remembered. Huh, pretty interesting. Every skein always findable. Pattern library in your pocket. This looks pretty good. Oh, there's a Stitchy Mommy. Yay, Stitchy Mommy! Christy has thought of so many details to help make kitting up projects a breeze and playing Stitchy games even easier to facilitate. Well, Stitchy Mom, yeah. And then Catkin and Lily wrote, this app, I'm going to say, is the one I've been waiting for. The connectivity of it is absolutely outstanding. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. I don't know. I think so. Yeah, in-app purchases, so we'll see. I'll install it and see. I had to pay for the what do you call it? Oh, there's a Milestone Manor too app. Interesting. Not that I play that, but I tried. I was like, oh, I want to get that, but okay. So let's see. Let's create an account. 30 days free. Okay. Let's see. It's not going to let me make a password like that. That sucks. I like to use the fake passwords. Okay, well. All right. Let's see how much it costs. Oh, okay. Email. You used the milestone manner. Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm going to turn my lamp off for now too, since it makes it hot. So organize your stash, track of your project, games plans, whip go, temperature project. That's interesting. And keep you stitching. Let's browse around first, I guess. Let's see how much it costs. That's the next thing I'd like to know. Where do we find that? Okay, it doesn't have a... I don't see the cost. That was just an email with that. Okay, I'll look at that later. Okay, so here's stash, fibers, patterns, fabrics. Interesting. Shopping, projects, plans. I don't know what to, I don't know what to do. Okay, let's put some. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Add stash. My tablet absolutely sucks. There we go. Okay, so here's the flosses that are available. Ooh, CXC. Airo's not on there, unfortunately. So that doesn't matter. I just would use DMC. I'll email her about that though. Painted Fairy is not either, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. We'll call it DMC. Select collection. We're doing 6 strand. Oh, and I guess you can. Oh, that's handy. Okay, so then you can just add the numbers, and then you can add all. Interesting. All right, well, let's just do 310. We know we have 310. And oh, and then you can add in location. This is good because I have 2 sets, and so you can make 2 sets. You know what I mean? So that's handy. Let's call it Airo. Airo Master. There we go. Okay, let's add it. Wait. Oh, okay. Let's add 5. No, 15. No, I probably do have 15. There we go. That's kind of interesting. And it looks like you can add all. Oh, that's interesting too. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's look at. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Let's put a pattern in. What pattern should we put in? Hello, Heidi. double think the name. Let's see. Let's put Yumiko in there. Oops. Why is that not working? Okay. Okay, that's weird. Oh wait, here we go. Ah, there we go. Okay, well let's add Yumiko. Let's just do that. Heaven and Earth. Oh, it actually lets you look for the pattern. Huh. Okay, that's kind of cool. No, it's not there. Add a new one. Can't find it. And it depends on how much this is going to cost. Okay, let's find another one. Interesting. Let's see. What's another one we can add? Library cat. Wait, that was fine. Okay, we know library of cats is in there. There we go. Cat library. Nope, that's not it. Oh my gosh. All right, library. No, okay, well it's fine. We can add this one. Digital. Just do that anyway. 1. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah. So it's interesting anyway. I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I need to play around with it more. Projects. That's cool. Oh, here's games. Okay, so it says before creating a new game, all the whips you want to use in the game must be set in projects. Okay, that's cool. Huh. So archived. Yeah, it's interesting. It does feel like, I've already set up notions and now there's another thing kind of thing. Like, okay. But anyway, is there anything you guys want to look at? I don't see how much it costs. That's the thing that I was looking for. And I don't see that. Okay. All right. Well, does anybody else want to see anything on that? If it's not a sub one, but one-time payment. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. Hold on, let me put that. I'll play around with it a little bit more before I decide on it. It's just if it's gonna cost a lot, then let me look at the Play Store again and see if there's any like messages or anything. Yeah, there's no reviews. So, interesting. Well, let me look at the email real quick and see if there's more on there. Maybe if that was just to confirm. Okay, here's the welcome. I'm glad you're here. Free trial has started. You have full access to everything. No credit card needed. You can see exact trial end date. Good place to start. Log a few skeins from your stash. Add a project you're currently working on. That's the heart of the app. It only takes a few minutes to start feeling useful. Over the next couple of weeks, I'll send a few short emails covering some of the less obvious features, fabric calculator, fiber substitution, games plans, nothing overwhelming, just one at a time. Okay, well, that seems like it. That's kind of cool. I'll have to play with it some more. I don't want a subscription one either. No. It's yeah, it's like one and done. If it's not, then I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to it looks like it could be good, but depends on the price like you said. Yeah. Definitely. It looked promising. So I don't know. It depends on the price. I do say the font is too small. It was a little too small for me to see, but I do have my tablet a little farther away, and personally, I'd rather have it on the computer. I think now that I have a good computer, I'd rather do all that stuff on a computer. But I do have BlueStacks, so I can try it out there and see how it works. Okay, so who's thinking about it, testing it out? I would be interested to see who does. So I'm thinking, where should I go next, you guys? Okay, so let's look at, let's do it this way. Let's do it with the light. I think just work up. I could do her legs and feet. That's always kind of hard. Like, where do we go? You know what I mean? Where do we go on this? Can you guys see that well enough? Let me put the big screen on again. Yeah, it depends on the price. Yeah, definitely. I'm actually thinking, what about counting up and doing the umbrella? That looks so cute. Kind of thinking about that. I mean, it's not that far up if I count properly. So let's see. Starting, here's where his foot is. Go over here. That's where her foot is. So 1, 2, 3, and a little bit. I could do that. Let's stick a needle in there. I think that's what I want to do. So if I did that right, let's see. So here is her foot. And so here is her leg. I go over one. Is that square looks off? It's not, but no, it's not. It's just so big. Okay, so leg, middle. So that is the top of the bird. And oh, I guess it's up farther than that. Okay, never mind. I'm not going all that way up there. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, it's too far up. Okay, well, I'm just going to do her feet. Yeah, I'm just going to start there. Start. Easy. I wanted to go up there, but nope. Okay. Oh, there's more of that too. Ooh. Oh, there's a bunch of that color. Okay, well that's pretty good. Let's start with that. Hello, Lynn. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well as also. Okay, so 962. Oh, that's a good color. It's nice and pink. Oh, yeah. Look at that pink. Isn't that pretty? Is Notions free? The app itself is free, but the template that I have, I paid for from Stitchy Natty. But she also updates it, so I think it was worth it. I've used the heck out of it, and only stopped using it because I messed it up, not because of anything that Notions or she did. It was absolutely my fault, unfortunately. So I do think it's good, and it's a one time deal. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And Alex as well, Lynn. He's sleeping because he's a teenager and he needs more sleep than everyone else or something. Well, I need a lot of sleep too. I can't complain about that. But he's sleeping because yes, of course he is. He went free teens. But he'll be up soon enough and telling us all about how Dobby's in timeout, or that he's peed in the lawnmower's gas tank, or I swear at this kid. He's been quoting Harry Potter lately. That was kind of funny. What did he say? He said, I don't know, it was just very Harry Potter. It was kind of funny. I'm not a teenager, but I need a lot of sleep. Yeah, me too. Eruption, volcanic ash from Mount Etna is limiting flights at Sicily largest airport. Whoa. Okay. I don't know. The weather app just sent me a message. It didn't buzz or anything. But hey, if you had friends or family that were flying into Sicily, you might be kind of concerned. Let's see. I'm gonna. Okay, so Suki asks, how is Notions compared to Cross Stitch Meadows spreadsheet? Um, I was like, whoa, I need to use his spreadsheet. It's free, which is great. But the thing with Notions that is really good, and what I think this app will do, is that your projects are linked to your floss. So you add the projects and you link them, you add the floss to the projects, which links them to your stash. And but then also you've got tracking linked to the project. You can add it's more complicated, but I think overall, I think that I like Notions better. I really like how Cross Stitch Meadow has his DMC list is really good. It's more compact, but I think Notion still wins because you can link it and you can search it. You can still add shopping. So yeah, oh, that was wrong. It's just this part is wrong. I use the computer version of Notions more than I do the app. It's better, but I can show you around Notions a little bit with the app because it I do use it. I switch around. I mostly use Notions on my computer. And then if I need to check something, I can still check it with the app, but I do most of the work through the computer. Hold on a second, because there is some really, and the template that Stitchy Natty did, she updated and it's really nice. So cheapest recommendation for buying a ton of floss. Okay, so if if you want DMC, then that's kind of difficult to know. I don't really buy DMC, but if you just want floss, this floss that I use, Airo, is really nice, and you can get that from Dream Stitch. Painting Fairy is another one, which is really good price. You can also get that at Dream Stitch and Painting Fairy. Definitely, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, then I would say the Airo Floss is the best. But as I said, the Painting Fairy is not much more, and it's really nice, and you can use it with DMC. So yeah, and I can show you the different. Well, no, I can't because I don't have any with me. I only have Airo Floss with me right now, so the other stuff is over on the across the room. Okay, so hold on a second, and I will show you guys the Notions app. Let me mark some of these off real quick so I don't forget where I'm at. Well, I won't forget, but still. Okay, so here's Notions. And so I would recommend, if you're interested in the Notions app, definitely there is a really good tutorial video that Stitchy Natty and another YouTube creator, they did a Zoom together, and they went over it like extensely, and it was really great. Let me see if I can change the color so it's a little easier to see. I usually use black on my computer. The white is very stark. It's loading because the last time I used it, I had it on the computer, so it's updating. If you want DMC, Painting Fairy is similar and cheaper. Are you doing 2/1 on 22? Oh, don't do 2/1 on 22. Oosh, that's too heavy. Let me just do, it's still updating. Hold on a second. Let's see, settings. Okay, that's easier to see. Oh my, couldn't. It's like blinding me. I play Aardwolf, which is a dungeon, text-based game, and we always have the clients always in black in the background, and so I'm just used to reading text on black background. Okay, so this is my DMC list. So here you can search for the numbers. You can say, where's my floss? So I have a master set. I have so I have a master set, and I have DMC fairy master set. Well, that's not it. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's okay. Let's remove that. Whoop. I removed them all. That was silly. So, I can see, I don't use the app that often, so it's updating. 1/1 is fine for 22. I would use 1/1 for 22 for sure. That's what I do. Um, oh, sorry, it's just slow. It's still updating, I guess. Let's see, master. So I'll put, this is where my master set is. Okay, done. And so it lists all the colors I have on that master set. And that I did as that is what I did on a project. I was like trying to think what I was reading. I was reading and trying to think at the same time. Sorry. Okay, so here, for example, here's welcome to, hold on a second. Welcome to the circus. So this is the project card. Yes, there's a code in the video description for Dream Stitch and Painted Fairy and 5 Stitch. So yeah, use whichever one. It's awesome. Okay, so you can customize like the picture and all that stuff. So here's the details. So slow. So I have the designer when I started it. You can do tags and all that stuff. Stitching area. I wasn't sure yet, so I only did that. It's ice blue from Zweigart, and you can add the DMC numbers. You can, your stats. I haven't done anything, so that's all empty. And then how? Oh, this one doesn't have that, but I have like a trick for adding colors and stuff. So, you can get the Airo from there too. Yes, you can. Cherish Airo. Yeah, it's like the first one that comes up on tools. This one really wasn't a great one, but here you can see the project patterns and projects. Oh, it's so slow. Oh my God. Seriously, how hard is this, guys? Oh, there we go. Okay. You don't have to, Tiffy. There is on the what do you want? If you don't want the set, you just get all the colors. But if you want to pick your colors on the site, on the page that you collect the colors, there's a link for a new an Excel sheet. But also I think it's Stitchy Supply Links. I linked an updated one that I did. I fixed it so it was like it counted stuff better. So yeah, that's you got it there. I can tag you with that in a second when I finish looking. So here's patterns, works in progress, and then it has finishes. So yeah, I like Notions. I think it works pretty well, except it doesn't work on my tablet. My tablet is stupid. I prefer it on the computer, and you can use it on the web browser as well. So you don't have to have an app or anything like that. It's yeah. I I mean, you can still do it on an app. That's not a problem. Okay, so here, for example, I did it this way. Um, I take my list, right? You got it. Okay, good. I take my list of DMC numbers and I ask Gemini to put them in a list of 10, and then I copy and paste into the DMC numbers to add it to the database. It makes it easier, that's all. So that's what the comments for. But here's Forest Friends. So yeah, and yeah, it's pretty good, I think. I like it. So anyway, do you guys want to see anything else in that? Let me know. I can show you. I might, once I get my webcam set up and I have OBS set up, then I can show you better on the computer. I don't use the app very often, I don't use it on the tablet very often. So, it's kind of, I'm trying to think there's one that is more complete, maybe. And then there's also the tracker, which is really good. Let's see. Yeah, it's funky right now. Sorry. I still have the old version as well. So yeah, I haven't quite updated it all. Suzanne, it rained in England last night. Woohoo! Good job. Here, I can show you the calendar as well. Oh, and then it also does like all of the really cool tracking of numbers. Um, you know, not that I've done any this year. So yearly snapshots. So we can look at 2024. Oh, yeah, see, it's not in there because of that's not in this version. Well, never mind. It's all like messed up because of my well, maybe I didn't do any in 2024. Yeah. Oh, there we go. No. Nope. Never mind. Uh, it's still in the other one. Oh man, that's irritating. Okay, well, I can show you guys another time. It's so slow on the app. I think it's because of the dual window thing, the dual screen. It makes it a bit awkward. Okay, but I do think Notions is pretty cool. And my problem is that I haven't kept it up. And if I had kept it up, it would make a lot more sense. So, how much rain did you get, Lynn? That sounds good. That's good. I'm glad you guys got some rain. Okay, back to stitching. Enough of that. Oh, that kid's out there screaming again. I always remember that when I work at when I was doing weaving classes, it was always like we got such and such amount of rain last night. Like they tracked it and everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this pink is pretty good. I'm kind of weird about it being so close to the lion, but I think it's okay. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want to see anything else on those. I can do more of a tour. I think we can do like a better tour on the desktop app later. Okay. Hello, Clara. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I think it's a shelf life work day, by the way, if you if you're working on that. Not me, but you know, I think I think Nikki and Van are working on it today. I know you have that, so maybe I'll try ordering some fabric from Dream Stitch. Cheapy stuff. And everyone's saying hi to Clara. Um, I'm gonna be playing Thread Chicken here, I think. Yeah, probably. That's okay. Oh, Nikki, your stand's coming today, isn't it? That's exciting. I can't wait to see. Do you have do you have a scroll frame that you're going to work on, or are you just going to do use it for hoops? Because I'm curious of how it works this on for scroll frames. Because that's how I originally bought mine for. Though I was happy with having it also work with my hoops. Obviously, I was very happy with that. And Clara says, "Doing great, Suze. Yes, I'll be starting in on it today. Got to zigzag my fabric. Nikki says she likes the green line 22 count. Yeah, 25 count. Yeah. It's nice. It's just too small for me, so I will not be working on that. And Van says, speaking of shelf life, what's your all's favorite method for high confetti full coverage stitching? I'm trying a few ones out right now because cross country is overwhelming right now. I really love diagonal block by block parking. I get very overwhelmed with a large space, so I found that doing my little diagonals and parking and then just doing the whole thing min to max worked the best for me. But that's me, you know. Yeah, definitely that's how and that's I've done lots of different stuff and I that's the one I'm going back to. Okay, so I'm gonna flip my work. Let's loosen that up a little bit. I have an almanac frame. The Lady of the Flag is, but mostly for hoops like you. Yeah. I just curious if that works. You know, if the frame will work for the scroll part will work. I did set it up to work on this on there, but I needed to do my chopstick thing so that it's tight and it wasn't tight enough with the little clips that I have, and I was irritated. And I wasn't sure it was high enough, but I think it's okay. So I will look. I got overwhelmed by parking in the past too because it made such slow progress. Oh, no, no, no. It's great. But right now I'm also overwhelmed by all the gaps. Yep. 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 And that's why I love parking, is because it takes care of, filling in the gaps is easier. I only work on one block at a time. I park in, only two squares, and then I move on, and everything is filled in before I move on. I do often will kind of go outside just a little bit. That's okay. I stitch typewriter method, Vance, so I stitch wherever it comes up. Confetti slows me down, but I just go slow and know that I'll get through it. I do cross country with my floss on the needle and cut it off. Yeah, I tried typewriter, but my problem was is that I had to fill in all the spots, and I didn't like that. I didn't like having to fill it in and then have a bunch of threads in the back. So the method I use now, it catches all of it, so I like it. Okay. Oh, look, we got some shoes. Okay, I am going to do her legs actually. 645. Because why not? Oh, that's like a green gray. That's kind of interesting. Oh, that's the one. Oh, it's over on the other side. I was gonna say that's the color that I used on that I did my little sample from Vintage Floss, but it's across the room, so it can stay over there. I might do typewriter method for my next one, but do two rows at the same time rather than just one. One row would bore me. Van says, Clara, exactly. It's a pain and makes me avoid stealth life. You know what, Lizzie? You might check. Have you checked out Cross Stitch Meadows' new method? You might like that because that's 3 rows instead, and it's sort of similar to typewriter. It's his Horizon method, so it's typewriter but a little bit more space. I It's too much for me. It overwhelms me. That I need small space. I need to do my little space and then that's it. I love the holes. Nikki. Nikki. No, see, I can't stand that because I find it hard to find them. And then I have threads all over the back that are not good. But that's me. That's my, my thing. Okay, so we're going to go over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did typewriter method with traveling library, and at first I was like, oh, this is great because it went really fast. And then I had to fill in everything, and it was kind of making me crazy. I have watched that video. Okay. Lizzie, that's good. Van is at 21% in, so around 210K stitches done. That's good in 3.5 years. That's pretty decent, especially if you're not working on it like every day. That's decent, I think. Anyway, I mean it's more than I've done, but I haven't been stitching for 3.5 years. I mean, I've been stitching a long time, but I had quit for a long time, so it's been a while. But I didn't do full coverage back then either because I didn't know about it. Well, there was no full coverage in the 80s. What am I talking about? 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on a second. That can't be right. Oh, that's why. Because I can't look at a thing. I feel like I get stressed out more the more I progress. Oh, maybe because it's gonna get done? Maybe? I don't know. That's interesting, Van. I know that when I finished Unicorn Valley, kind of felt um, at a loss that I finished, which kind of weird. I because I had really really gone at it from October until it finished last year. And I only worked on that because I wanted to finish. And because I had only worked on it, then I was free to work on anything I wanted. I got overwhelmed because it was like, what am I going to work on? I did get over that, but yeah, it was a bit tough. And then it was like, start all things. Yeah. Okay, showered, dressed for dinner. My sister's flight is almost 45 minutes late, 40 minutes late. Christina, I just saw some weather alert about Mount Etna exploding. And it said that flights were delayed into Sicily. Is that affecting you at all? I'm just curious. I know geography, but like, I don't know how much that kind of stuff would. It's hard for me to see and therefore hard on my body. Yeah. I feel exhausted to stitch compared to a 14 count. Back when I ordered shelf life, I didn't know I was chronically ill. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Van, that's quite a bit. Wow. I would recommend Gemma's method. Yeah, that's a good one. Or of not stitching a stitch if there's not a stitch above it or left, very slowly, but it's going to be better. My body basically pays for stitching shelf life. A few weeks ago, I actually fainted. Oh no, while laying down. That was terrible. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Van. We'll cross that finish line one stitch at a time. Yep, we will. Not that I'm aware. Okay, I was just checking. I only do Gemma's method on my stamp kits. Now I want to stitch on my stamp kits. Clara, the color flow method is the highest on my list. I love to watch Gemma. It's so calming. Okay, good, Van. That would probably be really good. So like the method that I've been using is similar but not, and because like mine's more focused, and also I do min to max, so it's not really like it at all. It's not really, but I did try her method. I found because there was so many options, it was overwhelming for me. I need more structure than that. So, which I know that sounds funny. I need more structure than Gemma, but it's just because I need to keep within a smaller area, and I'm happy with that. And that works great for me. It's different when it's not full coverage. Well, still in here, I'm sticking to one little spot and working on it. I get overwhelmed easy on a lot of fabric. I'm like, what's gonna come up tomorrow? But yeah, the method I've been using, I really love. I love it. Gemma's method stresses you out. Yeah, I think my problem was is that it there was too many possibilities. You could do this and you could do that, and I was like, what if I don't want to do that, kind of thing. Yeah. I started that with my hate cell, and at first it was great at first, but then when the diagonal got bigger and bigger, then I was like, wait a minute, where am I going to go now? I could do this, but then if I do that, that's me though. I miss stress. Oh, you hate threading. Um, you know, you know what I do? The Instead of because I don't mind threading, you know what I do is I wax the ends of my thread. So if you look at this is I waxed this and I clipped it off, right? Well, now it's uneven. So, but hold on a second. So now it's uneven, but the wax makes it smooth. So I'll clip that off, right? And it's all even. And it stays pretty even for a long time. And then here is my needle, and it's just like that. It's that easy. I tried keep the floss on the floss on needles. I'm guessing it just gets messy. If I accidentally take one I don't need, the floss comes up. Yeah, but if you wax it, it doesn't. I used last year when I was doing Unicorn Valley. I did Royal Rose and tent stitch, and I had hot needles a lot, and I got used to it. I didn't mind it. I just let them hang off my hoop, and then pick them up as I needed them. But I'm kind of weird like that. So, but also I've done like bobbin lace. I've done things that takes multiple threads and things like that, and know how to keep them all corralled properly. So yeah. Oh man, that is so sad. I was having fainting a couple years ago. It was terrifying. I kept thinking, "Oh my God, what, ugh." Hopefully they get to the bottom of the problem. Um, and I asked you earlier, I can't remember if you said it. Have they checked your heart? Because they thought I had POTS, and it ended up that it was my heart. I don't know how old you are or anything, but like supposedly the issue I had can it's not like heart disease. It's not from lifestyle or anything. It's a defect that can happen anytime. Um, Melon said, when are you starting Shelf Life? Melon, did you receive my thank you message? I may have sent it 3 times because I don't understand Discord that well. Aw, it's not that bad. In fact, they may not have gone through for the same reason. Um, if you send it's the direct message thing, Clara, is just like it's just like Facebook. It's actually easier. Um, Not thoroughly, but had EKGs done, and there was nothing. It was before I discovered POTS exist. Okay, yeah, I would definitely, if your heart rate is low, I would definitely have them check it, because yeah, that's that's what happened to me anyway. And they went like 2 years without actually figuring out what was wrong with me, and I kept fainting. Yeah. I'm gonna switch to just one side on this. No, the thread's almost gone. I need Discord for Dummies. There is a there's a channel on Discord that Fred put some tips and tricks you could read through, but it's not I don't I'm not sure what is hard. I mean, yeah, okay, that sounds bad because I don't find it difficult. I don't know. I'm like I've been using Discord for a while, and I never thought that that was difficult. So I'm not sure what part of it's difficult. So if you explain it to me, then maybe I can explain better. I usually feel very good when my heart rate is low and worst when it is up. Okay. Mine goes up more than it should with such straining tasks as standing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's different than mine. Mine when I stood up didn't go up high and didn't go up when I stood up. It did go up but not enough, you know? And it just stayed low. Yeah. But my pacemaker has to run continuously, so yeah, yeah, that is what it is. Okay, I'm like, where am I on this? Ooh, will I make it? I don't think so. You're laughing at yourself, Clara. Why? You're okay. I mean, it's just a consider it a messaging app. You know, I mean, Facebook is much more complicated to find things. Yeah, we have a lot of channels, but you know, there's it's all reading. You just read it. You click a category and read it. Let's see, what's this? Oh, it's nothing. Okay. I signed up for train because I was going to go to Göteborg to visit a friend that was coming to visit, and now I get emails for the train constantly. It's like, really, seriously, how many emails do you guys have to send? Ugh. Oh, 2 stitches. Can I make it? I don't really like playing thread chicken because the thread gets kind of messy, but this one looks pretty good, so we're gonna go with it. Uh, let's see. Van said, yeah, I heard about this. You said you had a pacemaker, right? Yes, it does. Mine goes up because that's my body's way of trying to keep circulation. Yeah, exactly. Also with adrenaline. I hope I'll be able to find a doctor for that. Yeah, definitely. Ebony says, for those stitching shelf light, how are you approaching it? Section by section? And Van says, Ebony, I do section by section, yes. Sometimes I extend further within the Q snap if convenient. Melon is starting at the top, kind of doing page by page. Yeah, I think something that big, I would just start at the top and work my way across. I really like the diagonal way I've been doing it. So, like, for example, how I have a beautiful place going right now. It's like perfect the way that's going. I'm like really happy with that. And that's what I'm trying to do with the rest of my projects. It just happened really nicely with Beautiful Place. Didn't get both threads. And Claris, let's see. Ebony says, "Oh, nice. There's a lot going on." And Clara says, "I'm gonna try to stitch 10 by 10 blocks all the way across the top, feathering as I go. Typewriter method with hardly any parking. I haven't been parking either. I feel like it would get too confusing." That's what Melon said. Okay. See, I like parking. Parking for me, the thing that I like about parking is that I have, I'm trying to do this without the thread falling out. I have stuff set up that I can pick up later without having to thread it, get more thread, and that works for me. I like that. It's sort of like you have somewhere to go. Yeah, it just works. Okay. I don't know if I have an approach, Nikki says. I just stitch like to the end of my thread. If I can, I guess I go to an empty hole and finish the thread. Van says, "Melon, that's what I'm scared of too. Maybe this pattern just is confusing anyway." Yeah, I don't know. I find I like parking. I don't find it confusing. So, but that's me. I found having to fill in gaps more scary. Well, not scary, just like anxious. It makes me anxious. I think that's more like what it is. So, yeah. Okay, so now I will, oh, I didn't mark these off. And I did 2 rows there. So 645 again. Oh, there went my fan. I'm like, whoa. That should be good. I think if the fabric wasn't 28, I would have parked. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to see it, so. Oh man, I just pulled that too far. I pulled on 2 pieces of floss instead of 1. That was kind of annoying. Oh, yeah. I have a long length of thread, which I cut in half. That is about 50 to 60 stitches. I work both halves, then choose another symbol. I just leave the thread hanging at the back, lazy. I know. That's your way of doing it, so that's okay. That's okay, Lizzie. I'm just, yeah. I'm just me. I don't really feel like I sometimes think, wow, that would be cool if I could do that. I really like the idea of typewriter method, but I found that in theory for me that I didn't like it. So yeah, in reality, in theory I liked it. In reality, it didn't work for me. Same with color flow. But for different reasons. Color flow filled in that part that was a problem with typewriter, but it made too much area that I was like, okay, so if I do this, then I can't do that. I have to go down here, and it was too much. But that's me, that's me. That's too much, and yeah. So let me move this up a little more. You guys can still see, right? Let me plug the fan in so I can turn it back on in a few minutes. If I can find the cord. Ugh, my table next to me looks like a mess. I clean it up, right? And then I start stacking things back on it. It's time to clean it up again. And, oh wait, here we go. Ebony says, I don't find parking confusing, but I find small blocks just make things go slower. It's one stitch, then park. Yeah, I mean, I think that part of me wants to do, I like the idea of taking a stitch and stitching it, you know, like min to max in a larger area, but I didn't want a big block. So yeah. Van says, I'm almost finished with cleaning up an area, then I'll start trying color flow method. And Clara used to love parking until started typewriter method and saw a lot of people not parking. And then Michelle says, I get anxious when I park. I feel closed in. Plus, I get bored really easy and like to jump around. Okay. That is if I get a project from Cross and Crafts or from Paint Free Crafts, I use the length of thread they provide. I think, again, it's about 50 to 60 stitches. Yeah, I think doesn't she do like meter lengths? I'm guessing that's normally what a lot of people. So anyway, yeah, I find that's too long for me. I don't usually do that. But you know, that's just it is so you can tell it's so personal. Like Christina likes to extreme cross country, and that like terrifies me. I can't count. I can't count. I need structure. I'm surprised I haven't made a mistake on this yet. It's pretty easy. Usually I will make mistakes on something this easy. Well, I did a couple times. I had to frog out a bit. Would you do color flow method without parking? I'm not sure how you would do that without parking. How would you do that without parking, Nikki? Like just do a stitch and then cut the, you know, end it? I mean, I guess you could do that. It's kind of an interesting idea. Van says, Nikki, I think I'll start with parking, and if the dangling threads stress me out, which sometimes it does, I'll probably resort to cross country or a different method. Yeah. Maybe like what Ebony does, she, you know, correct me if I'm got this wrong, but she does like a box and then works inside that box. And then, you know, it's a little less overwhelming. It's still overwhelming for me, but and I don't know, are you using, I'm guessing you're using Pattern Keeper. If you're using Saga, you can make a selection box, which is awesome. I love Saga. Okay, let's do that and that. Oh, okay. I've been doing min to max typewriter lately. Yeah, that's sort of how I do it, except for in a block. My typewriter method is choosing min to max instead of the symbol at the top. I like min to max. I think it works the best. And oh, Nikki says was asking Van because she doesn't like to park. Yeah. I don't know how that would work, honestly, myself, but yeah. I would do min to max. I I like the idea of doing min to max in a larger box, but then it feels like you're just doing a bunch of little stitches, and I prefer that not to happen. And so I like my small box. Yeah, so hopefully my thread got oh, smoke again. Oi, oi, oi. I will clarify that I do make mistakes. Either fudge, stitch over them, or keep going. Yeah, yeah. I just, yeah, I can't. But that's me. I don't mind. I would find extreme cross country so satisfying, but my counting ability's not up to it. Yeah, that's why I don't do it. When are you leaving to go get your sister, Christina? You said the flight had been delayed, right? Sorry. Yum. Yeah, like I wanted to work up at the top, but I know that my counting is not very good, and I will mess it up like I always do. I did that with dalliance. I turned it upside down and tried to work up. I messed it up so badly. I was like, man, she has transferred book to her hotel, so I'm meeting her there. Oh, cool. Um, let's see. Lizzie said, oh, let's see. I don't obsess over having my front look neat. It just has to be good enough. Yeah, no, mine has to be really neat. I do. Nikki does cross country, but can't count myself. More like landmark stitcher. Yeah, and I don't do that either because I know I mess up more if I do that. I'm just yeah. I'm obsessive. Yes, I am, and I know it, and that's okay. Um, Lizzie says I tried cross country with black on a page of a pattern, but when it came to stitch, I noticed mistakes. Yeah, not for me. She's okay. Yeah. Okay, we got through all those. Sorry, they were a little out of order. Um, I don't know. I like the other day when I started her favorite pets, I tried to do in a box, and it was just like there's a lot of confetti in that part of the pattern. I don't know if it will get better, hopefully, but it felt like I was just doing one, a bunch of little tiny stitches, and it's more for me. It's more satisfying to do the couple of min to max ones and then pick up and do a bunch. So, but I tend to grid now, so slightly less mistakes. Yeah, gridding is absolutely necessary for me, and I do the little 5x5 crosshair grids too. I didn't do it with this one because it's been pretty easy so far. Okay, so I did the legs. Nice. I think I'm gonna work on the dress now. Um, oh yeah, let's do. Oh, that's a good color. Um, oops. Yeah, yeah, let's do that. Wait, was there stitches? Oh, there was stitches in there. Hold on a second. Let me see what stitches these. Oh, white. Um, let's do that really quick and get those over with. Oh, okay, wait. Let's see. I'm not understanding the difference between cross country and color flow. Oh, yeah, there you go. So color flow is what Gemma does, and she doesn't. So when you cross country, you just do whatever, but she doesn't do that. She has to have stitches around those ones. So there has to be a stitch on the top, and there has to be a stitch on the left, or she won't stitch it. So it's more like close by. Cross country gets there and everywhere. Color flow, you work like a blob, from what I understand. Yeah, you're working really close to your edge. Her original color flow, she did the original Gemma method. She did in diagonals, and she was much more. She didn't flow with it as much as she does now. It's kind of interesting. I would definitely check her video on it. She did an updated video on it this year. Yeah. So, well, what the color flow is that she will take the color and let the color kind of work its way out. She's a little more flexible than she was, but everything has to be connected. Yeah. I I personally I've been doing Blue Sue method and I love it. Except for I do mine diagonal instead of boxes like she does. And I love it. Um so with her method, which I don't do it quite the way she does it because so she has the boxes, right? And she will work like this along the edge of the box until she gets to the diagonal. She parks around if she needs it. I do it diagonal. My box is diagonal, and I do min to max and then fill it in. I think it's interesting. Um, so, but it's you got to park, and if you don't like to park, then you probably wouldn't like it. Oh, I guess that was long enough. I didn't know if it was long enough to get all the way over here. I just did a little pin in the middle. It's going to be covered up with her skirt, so yeah. I'm ready for a nice full coverage tomorrow. I've done non-full coverage for 2 days now. I'm itching to get back to one of them. Pouring outside now. What a cozy afternoon for stitching. I love it. Oh, nice van. That's good. You guys get some rain going. I kind of wish it was raining so these kids would stop screaming, but it's okay. Okay, whoops, dropped my needle. I want to work on a beautiful place. Oh, or actually, Contessa. Ooh, that'd be fun. It's a lot of stuff I haven't worked on in a while. It feels like that's sort of why I don't want more projects, is that I do feel like it's a long time between working on stuff, and I don't know. But then I also want to start all things. I want to start all things. Um, let's see. Okay, let's do this one. I'm like trying to think how I want to do this. Let me drink some tea or coffee. Bottom of the cup. Oh, all of the all of the stuff is settled at the bottom. Hey. Mocha pot coffee for the win. Okay. 3-8. I forgot to mute my phone. Sorry. I just realized I forgot to mute my phone. Okay. Sorry about that. 3805. So you're watching your stream and the beautiful place looks so fun. Yeah, it really is. It's really relaxing. It's not like it feels not difficult. I actually found myself wanting to work on it when I'm not streaming. It just feels kind of like it flows really nice. Nikki says, I'd rather do row by row than Gemma's method. Yeah, I think so too. I really didn't mind row by row, and that's where I would keep hot needles, and it made it just so easy. But since I do, is it buffering? Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, I had a message come up on my phone, and I think it kind of lagged a bit. I was having issues. Let me turn the fan back on just in case. I'm going to unplug the phone for a bit. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, it looks okay for me. But I turned the fan back on. Let me know if it's making noise or anything. I had to turn it off while it was charging. Or the fan was charging, not my phone. But yeah, I'll turn that off for a while. And okay, it's better now. Yeah, there was like I'm turning a saga window for a second. I see Blue Sue uses hot needles. No, she doesn't use hot needles. I've never seen her use hot needles. Maybe. I haven't watched any recent. I've watched all her older stuff. The tutorial kind of things. I'd been watching that. I really like. I will say that was something that I watched them because I didn't understand what Yogi was trying to make of it. So that's why I started watching Blue Sue's videos, and that's when I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. Hot needles is when you have needles on the you keep needles on your thread, and then you pick them up as you go. I do that a lot when I do row by row. 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing some crosshairs and I do that. I actually have no problem with it. If I'm going to be picking them up, I do it. And I find that they hang off the hoop quite well. In it was in one of her older videos with the Monet pattern. Okay. Oh, yeah, she's probably, I think she was threading them. She's pretty fast. I don't have it, although I'm contemplating. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, are you starting in Beautiful Place? Yeah, we gotcha. We gotcha. We gotcha. Okay, so, yeah, so because everyone's enabling everyone on A Beautiful Place. And it's really turning out lovely with 18 count. I'm loving it. Oh, man. Oh, I can't wait. I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, ooh, 18 count. Ooh, Pride and Prejudice. Or not Pride and Prejudice. Oh, man. I was working on that today as well, trying to get the colors all in there. I don't want to say that this designer was lazy, but you know, she could have at least put the DMC colors in there. It's like it's really difficult. Just yeah. So I don't know. But did get all the DMC colors in there. I got some of the other ones. I need to email Max because I want to be able to put some of the other things in there, and they're not available in the floss list. So I'm going to see if maybe those things can be added. I'm using the computer program for it. I mean, it works, but yeah, some of the things are missing. Like one of the colors in the Karen water lilies didn't have that number. It was okay. I just wrote it on my bag that I used a different code. I don't know. I'm still kind of like, how am I gonna do this? It might be one of those things where I'm just gonna have to start it and see. If you know what I mean. Oh, and then I had this harebrained idea that maybe I should put Primrose and Feather on a scroll frame. Yeah, that's not happening. Oh man. Suzanne, you should make a playlist of your live streams to make it easier to binge watch a project. Oh, yeah, good idea. I just put them originally, I put them all on Stitch With Me. But yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. I'll work on that this week sometime. That's a great idea. Thank you, Melon, for giving me that idea. Let me mark these off so I don't forget where I'm at. That's a great idea. Whoops. Just do that. I honestly, when I started doing Stitch With Me, I didn't actually think I was going to be doing them every day, and how much fun they would be. I was really stressing out because I thought that I wouldn't be able to do it with my phone. So it's been really good. I'm enjoying it. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it too. It just makes me happy. Yep. And I honestly didn't actually think people would watch replays. I was like, oh, no one's gonna watch these. But yeah, thank you. You guys, I'll put up with my overheating phone last night. I think last night it wasn't overheating phone. It was phone dying because I had unplugged it because I didn't want it to overheat, and I forgot to keep tabs on the amount of power I had left. That's me. Oh, boy. Screechy kids. Ooh. Sounds like somebody hit somebody. I mean, like, you know, smacked them. Somebody smacked one of it. Oh. Okay. I should mark these. Did that, did that. Someone's crying downstairs. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a darn minute. That's because I can't read. Okay, I got it. It's good. Maybe. I was just gonna do like one at a time, but it is working pretty well to connect them. These little stripies. Ebony says, Nikki, did you get the 27 count from Dream Stitch? Was that the one that you were looking at, Ebony? I know that you posted something about that. I was curious. Let's do it this way instead. Yeah, okay. Nice. Yeah, I ordered it. Wait, let's see. Wait, Nikki says, yes, Ebony, mine isn't 37 count, more like 29 or 30. I'll send you a DM later. Yeah, I ordered it, just wondering if Nikki had tried it. Oh, you mean it's not 27, it's more like 39 or 30? 29 or 30? Oh, I just saw your message and I'm hoping I can use it for afternoon's entertainment. Oh, yeah. That's going to be exciting. Was that the, Nikki, was that the one with the gridding, the 20 by 20 gridding? Or was that a different fabric? Um, okay, let's see. Heidi says, Suze, what's the title on the sunset stamped kit you have? It's called Van Gogh Series Sunset. It's like, I think it's like $10 or something. And Ebony says, is that what you're stitching the map on? Nikki says, probably one strand tent. I was hoping I could use one strand full cross. No grid on 427. Okay. I bought some 32 count, which was super duper stiff. But I washed it and it was really lovely. But it's for, I used it for my, see you later, Christina. Be safe and all that. Hi to your sister. I used it for my coffee break pattern. It's quite nice. Yeah, but ow, fudgesicle! I just poked my finger. Ow. I actually did try to stitch on it 32 count. No, it didn't work. It was too small. I couldn't see anything. My map is on 28 Lugana, but it's really 30 count. Sweet, thanks. Hopefully you find it. I think if you look at the Stitch With Me that I did last with the that Van Gogh piece, the link for that is right there. Oh, the 20, I don't like 27 count, very hard to do pin stitch, yeah. Oh, the 27 was too small for full cross, even with DMC, question mark. Yeah, so Heidi, if you look at the last Stitch With Me with that kit, I believe there's a link to that project. Check it out. I don't know. You could check it. I'm thinking there is. Okay. So, yeah. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 6:30. That's only been 2 hours. The day is young, and Alex is still sleeping. I cooked rice. It's in the rice cooker, sitting on the counter. I'm so bad. That's got to be bad for us. I don't care. It's on warm. Yes, too tight. Yeah. I think it would be, I won't go smaller than 28 for full cross DMC. I might put Sweet Shop on 27 and can let you know. Okay. And here's me going up our lower count. Because yeah, I can't see. I'm blind. And I'm not. I'm not blind. I just am very nearsighted. Very, very nearsighted. Okay. So let's see. In here. Why don't they just say the actual count on the listing? It's great for tent stitch with 2 threads. Maybe yours will be 27. Mine could have been a mistake. I love 18 count. Still have to wear my goggles. Yeah. I need to look into, I don't know. I also, the thing I do like about my magnifier is the lamp as well, except it does get pretty warm, which is weird since it's LED lamp. I need to get someone to fix my other magnifier. The connection got loose and need to fix it. I mean, I could do it myself if I had a soldering iron, which I can borrow from my ex, but I'd rather somebody do it for me. I'm so bad. I only use 2 threads for non-full coverages now. Wait, I was hoping 2 strands tent as a substitute for Zweigart 28 count. I only use 2 threads for non-full coverage now. Oh, then it might work for you, Ebony. Okay. It's sort of weird. I used to really like 10 stitch, but then I noticed that my stitches weren't like laying how I wanted them to. Every time I looked at it in the magnifier, it just looked like a mess, and I was fussing over the stitches all the time. I do that with non-full coverage too, though. I'm like, oh, that stitch is all twisted. Yeah, it's because I'm weird. This is twisting. I'm going to use the other needle. Can't believe he's still asleep. I told you guys last night that he kept waking me up, telling me not to go to sleep, like I always tell him. Yesterday before I streamed, I deserved that. Ew, fluff. Oops. So, what do you guys have? Do you guys have any plans for any new starts? Have you guys started thinking about holiday stitching? I think that I'm thinking maybe towards the end of September, when it feels a bit more autumny, that I'm going to start taking out my Painting Fairy Halloween kit. It's the little cat with the pumpkin. It's super cute. And work on that. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, wait. There's another one. Nikki says, I just want my full coverage to look flat, no textures, bumpiness. Yeah, exactly. I can't achieve that with 2 strands tent if I don't cross country, but I'd rather use 1 strand now. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that I felt like I had to do Rovero with tent for it to look right. It's definitely not flat unless you do that for me anyway. Don't like the coverage on 32 count for dark colors. And I have one new start plan for each month. Ooh, with Airo. Don't forget the fabric is gonna shrink up. So if you're seeing stuff, just remember you wash it with hot water, it's gonna shrink, and it should cover up better than that. That was something that I noticed with my 22 count hardanger after I washed that piece of fabric that I'm stitching B on, that the pieces that I had done, the bit I had done for Red Rock Mystic with tent was it was almost bumpy because the fabric had shrunk up enough that it, looked bumpy. So yeah, definitely think about that as well. Okay, I'm gonna do these little dots on her waist. So that is here. Yeah, my drinks was on 32, shrank pretty good. Yeah. As long as you're using hot water, it's gonna shrink. And honestly, if you're using decent floss and decent fabric, washing it in hot water is not gonna hurt it. So, I mean, the only thing you'd have to worry about is if you're using fancy floss or hand dyed, then I would stick with cold. But I would test it first. But normal floss, normal fabric, I would stick it in some hot water. One, two, three. I know that piece of 20 count pre-gridded shrunk up a lot. This was, let me look at this real quick. Okay, I'm just looking where I can pin this stitch. Oh wait. Did you roll it like Sue's did? I was not prepared how stiff stamped kits were. They all look... Wait, hold on a second, sorry. Well, with CXE, they all look like medium colors. I wasn't... Okay, did you roll it like Sue's? Roll it with what? Sorry, I fell asleep. Oh, don't worry, Lizzie, I always fall asleep, so I gotcha. So... Heidi, what I did was, oops, that just brought that back down. So I took, let me grab my piece of fabric here that is always in here. So I took my, there's felt in there. I wonder where that's from. So I took my piece of fabric and I rolled it up like this, right? And I then twisted it around like this, right? And did it around. And then I turned it and I twisted it the other way. And then I unrolled it and then changed directions and rolled it up again. And then did the same thing. So yeah, I just keep doing that, keep twisting it, you know, like this. And then change directions, roll it up, twist it again. And that softens it up. I actually do that. I did that with my 18 count too, because the 18 count was a little crispy. So that also works with that. And that's what I did. And I did like diagonal way, rolled it up, twisted it, and did that again. Because it's really stiff. And I had trouble. I didn't do it just, I did it again like later after I moved it again. So yeah, because it helps. And then it loosens up as you have it in a hoop as well, that I found. Okay, so, boy, I keep yawning, sorry. Oh, there went my fan, turned off again. Okay. I'm gonna take a bite of cookie because I need a energy break here. I've been scrunching at my hand as I'm stitching. Yeah. I don't know if you're stitching in hand. I know a lot of people, they stitch those in hand, and what they do is they roll them up and work with it rolled up, but I can't do that. My hand doesn't agree with that. So I'm going to crunch a little cookie for a second. I've been finding it's loosening up when it's in the hoop as well, when I'm working on it. Which piece are you working on? And stitching in hand, can't get my nerd square hoop on there. Yeah. I usually only use hoops when stitching above 20 count. Oh. Okay. Well, if you don't mind stitching in hand, then that works. I cannot. It's because my hand. Also, I like to two-hand stitch. Hello, Amanda. Welcome in. So, Ebony, you're saying you're starting something every month. So, what are you starting this month? What did you start? Next month, you're going to start the fine art stitch, I think, right? I stitch in hand and roll the fabric instead of scrunching it, and then sort of rests in the palm of my hand. Yeah, I saw how Stitchy Mom does it, but I can't hold my fabric that way. Also, the sewing motion hurts my hand, so yeah, it's because of my hand issue, but. I started Meow Meow Universe, went straight to the largest I bought. Oh, did you post a picture of that one, Heidi? I'm trying to think what that one looks like. I'm hoping my hummingbird comes next week. Yeah, Heidi says it's a black cat surrounded by brightly colored planets. Oh. Amanda says, Stitchy Mommy and I stitch almost alike in how we fold the fabric. She does not use the sewing method. Yeah, I knew that. She does stitch one-handed. Yeah. Um, yeah, it was impressive. I mean, I can't do it, but yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish this color, and then I think I will end the stream after that, after I roll or spin for what I'll work on. Because I need to make food for Alex and get him awake again. So he eats dinner. My shoulder really hurts when I use a frame or hoop. That's why I stitch in hand. Comfort is so important. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't do sewing method because it hurts my hand. Just even showing the motion like makes my wrist hurt. But you know, hey, we got it. I feel like I got a lot done on this. The heck is the Yeah, see, I should have put this higher up in the hoop, but I wasn't really sure where I was gonna work on it. So I am looking down, but I'm using my eyes to bend down more than my neck, so it's not so bad. This color was kind of. Did I actually pick the right color? Yeah, I did. Okay. I was just thinking this color didn't seem like it doesn't seem like it's going with it, but are you streaming after dinner? I don't know. Um, I I feel bad about streaming if Yogi's streaming. I don't want to take stuff from her, but you know, I don't know. We can see what happens. Wait, where am I? Oh, I know where I'm at. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, I'm just gonna end this thread here. Group stream. I couldn't figure out how to do it on my phone for Discord through the computer. I mean, I can do it without the computer, which is fine. Um, you know, we can do that as well. That would be cool. Oh, I just dropped my cookie in my chair. I wish you would. Okay. Well, sorry, I'm crunching. Oh man, I got chocolate on my chair. Ah, good thing it's washable. People can choose, yeah. Mm, yeah, we could do that. Let's find something fun to work on. What do you guys think we should work on? Or I should work on? I mean, honestly, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here. Yep. Let me finish this pink and then I'll go make dinner. I can decide what I'm working on. Oh, I just noticed that Cheerios in my chair too. It's you can work on whatever you decide. Yeah, see, like my brain is telling me beautiful place. Or pink clouds. Ooh, spin the wheel. Yeah, there's an idea too. Well, we'll spin the wheel, and if something doesn't come up, something that isn't fun comes up, we'll pick something. You were gonna say a beautiful place. I really do want to work on beautiful place. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's very Moorish. It's like I want to keep stitching on that. It flows really nice, and it's pretty. It's pretty. Okay, yeah, beautiful place. You guys gonna stitch it too, right? Get her out. I wish I had the fabric for Sunset at Hogsmeade. I really did like that. It's, even though it's a Harry Potter theme, it's not Harry Potter, and so I like it. I feel like I can stitch it without it being, screaming Harry Potter, but no fabric. So yeah, I think once I get everything settled with, where is this going? Okay, that's fine. When I get settled with getting all the Pride and Prejudice stuff dealt with, then I will see if I can get some more fabric. And then I'll start one of Natty's and Hogsmeade. Maybe. I'll start tomorrow. Woohoo! Mel says. Sorry, I just burped in your ears. I'm eating cookies. I'm kind of disappointed in the color blend here. Kind of boring. I think it has some backstitch. You know what I mean? It kind of looks a little... Yeah, I guess it looks like that. Okay, let me turn this over. I'm going to see what I have in my stash. Maybe 22 or 25. Too bad you're in work club. You could start tonight or today. There we go. I'm going to anchor this thread over on one of these birds. If I can figure out where it goes. I would have, but I'm so close to finishing the dimension scale. Ah, okay. Just a bit more back stitching in the right bottom area. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, you're almost good done finishing. Finish it. Might as well finish this thread. But I cannot stay up late tonight. Alex has the first day of school tomorrow. I have to go to bed so I can be semi-aware in the morning. He doesn't go to school until 10, so we can sleep, but still I need to make sure that I am conscious. Today I was like, I can hardly stay awake. Yeesh. We need to start sleeping better. I know, I'm so bad. The camera holder is pretty decent. I was worried it was gonna twist with the weight, but it seems pretty good. Hopefully it'll work on the camera. That's coming tomorrow. So I won't stream late tomorrow because I do not want to miss my camera. Because I can't answer my darn phone. It's super annoying. So, but that will be a thing of the past. I won't have a problem with that anymore with the new camera. There we go. Okay, let me mark those off. So I did quite a bit. Oh, let me cut this off too. Oops. Stick it on the wax. Oh, all right. Okay, so let's see how much I did. 301. Yeah, less than 3 hours. That's a really good amount. We did a bunch of side quests too. So that's good. I love this Airo Floss. I really do for stuff like this. It's like gives dimension to stuff. Like here the white is shiny and it kind of shows up nicely. Alex is waking up, so I need to go make him food. Wait, does it need a double loop and to be secure? I only go through, oh, that's because I'm pedantic. Don't worry about it. Because I don't want my threads to come undone, so you don't have to. I just do that. As long as you know it's not going to pull out, it's fine. But yeah, I've had stuff come out, so I'm always super careful. But it probably wouldn't come out. So like if you look down at these little lights, they look like little pearls. It's so nice. Yeah, you're okay, Tiffy. The more you can secure it, I think, the better. But some people don't even just stitch over it. So yeah, and here's his little eyes. Oh, you guys can't see that. Hold on a second. Let me move it down a little bit. Isn't that lion cute? I did the eyes like one of the ladies on the Frosted Pumpkin SAL. So yeah. Okay, well, okay, so beautiful place in a couple hours. We'll do that for a couple hours. So I'll set up a stream and put a link in Discord. So yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves, and I need to get all these cookies off my lap. Oh yeah, I did plug that in. Okay, so I'll be back in a few hours with a beautiful place. So may see you later. I have a meeting to prep for my 4th and last assignment. Ooh, and the Great British Sewing Bee is on. Okay, well, we'll see you if you can. So thanks for being here, Lizzie. And I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.